Marjorie Taylor Greene is super angry. In fact, she is green with envy right now over the fact that Donald Trump appears to have a new best friend. And that new best friend is a younger, more extreme version of Marjorie Taylor Greene than Marjorie Taylor Greene herself is. And it is none other than right-wing weirdo Laura Loomer. And it all started this week when Donald Trump arrived for the debate. Getting off the plane, Laura Loomer, for some reason, was on the plane with Donald Trump, going to the debate. Then on Wednesday at the 9/11 memorial, Laura Loomer was right there by his side. Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene can't have that, right? There's only room for one cat in this litter box, and it's Marjorie Taylor Greene. So a very jealous Marjorie Taylor Greene decided to jump on social media and attack, rightfully so, I may add. Like, Marjorie Taylor Greene is in the right. She's just doing it for the wrong reasons. But she attacked Laura Loomer for an exceptionally racist post that Loomer put on social media. And this is a very long back and forth exchange, but I'm going to read you the whole thing because it's just absolutely wonderful, start to finish. Here is the post that Loomer started with on social media. If Kamala Harris wins, the White House will smell like curry and White House speeches will be facilitated via a call center, and the American people will only be able to convey their feedback through a customer satisfaction survey at the end of the call that nobody will understand. Okay? Super racist. Like, no doubt about that at all. Laura Loomer is, of course, leaning into the fact that, hey, Harris is half Indian. So obviously, let's go with all of these Indian stereotypes. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, as I said, rightfully called her out for this racism, responding to that by saying, "This is appalling and extremely racist. It does not represent who we are as Republicans or MAGA. This does not represent President Trump. This type of behavior should not be tolerated ever. Laura Loomer should take this down." Great response. Like, for the first time ever, I'm giving full credit to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Great response. Should have stopped right there. But she didn't. She posted a follow-up post. And it's the follow-up post, by the way, that lets me know that this is not just about Laura Loomer saying something racist on Twitter. This is about Greene being jealous that she is being replaced by Laura Loomer. Because then, in a follow-up post to that post, Greene published this. Little bit of a history lesson for a few of you. Laura and I used to be friends going back to 2018. I used to defend her and support her like in this post here. I endorsed her first run for Congress, donated to her and fundraised for her, and then she lost. Then, when she ran again against Daniel Webster, I told her to run in another district so she could win, but she refused. When I didn't endorse her, she turned on me and began attacking me and lying about me. I still advocated for her to get her former Twitter account back, now X account. Laura has lied so much about me and others like Matt Gaetz, even though we are President Trump's most loyal and fierce elected members of Congress. She breaks a few good stories here and there, but there are many others she embellishes or flat out lies. However, her attacks have no bearing on me, nor am I concerned with what she says. As a matter of fact, outside of the bubble of this platform, most regular people don't know who she is. But when it comes to posts that are flat out racist, hateful, and make President Trump look bad, she needs to be responsible and delete them. See what I mean? This is about Greene being jealous that Loomer is now Donald Trump's right-hand person. I mean, right here she says it. Laura has lied so much about me and others like Matt Gaetz, even though we are President Trump's most loyal and fierce elected members of Congress. Like, that's a low blow, but it's also a signal to Donald Trump that's like, hey, man, we're your people. She's not your people. Why are you hanging out with her? There's a reason Trump has been hanging out with her. Recently, in several videos, I have mentioned Laura Loomer just under the context of Loomer has been one of the most outspoken critics of how poorly Donald Trump has been running his campaign. You know, she has said, these people need to go. You need to do this instead of this. You need to not listen to these people. You need to take my advice. And Trump apparently is doing that. And to be honest, for Donald Trump, everything was going so badly for him, he needed to switch things up. He just switched things up in the opposite way that they needed to be switched up by going with Loomer. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is furious. Like, how dare he I mean, I have put everything on the line for this man. How dare he find another, even crazier person than I am? But it doesn't end there. Oh no, folks, this catfight continues. Because after Greene posted the long history, basically how she's so jealous of Laura Loomer, Loomer got back on Twitter and posted this, it's a page long. It's a page long. This is how long Loomer's response was. Why is MTG working with Democrats to attack Trump allies 50 days out from the election? It's time for people to come to terms with the fact that this woman is not who she pretends to be. MTG is the most miserable lying bitch in Congress, and we need to inform more MAGA patriots of how treacherous this woman is. Why did Marjorie Taylor Greene team up with MSNBC and the rest of the left-wing media to demonize the only journalist who is exposing the wrongdoings of Judge Merchan and his daughter? Have you noticed you never see Marjorie Taylor Greene speak out about the lawfare against President Trump anymore? Why did she take a month-long vacation right after Trump was shot? And why did she lie about releasing the January 6 tapes only to say we shouldn't for the sake of protecting the security of the Capitol? Why does Greene continue to support and work with Kevin McCarthy, who is openly working to sabotage Donald Trump? Why doesn't she ever speak out about Fani Willis and voter fraud in Georgia? We know why. Greene planted a hit piece against me when I was hired by Trump in March of 2023, only to have that sabotaged when Greene worked with New York Times Maggie Haberman to plan a hit piece against me, and now she's doing it again because she wants to sabotage Trump because she wasn't picked as his VP. I hope this fight never ends. This is so wonderful. And I love this so much that I might divorce my wife to marry this because I'm in love with it. I want this fight to go on for all of eternity. I love watching MAGA just turn against itself. No, I'm not actually leaving my wife. But here, let me... Why did she take a month-long vacation right after Trump was shot? Well, first of all, she didn't. Congress went on recess. But what was Greene going to do? Oh no, I have to cancel my vacation plans because a guy that I'm not even related to had to go to the emergency room for a couple hours and was released. Greene spoke at the RNC several days after that happened, Laura. I don't know if you realize that, but she didn't immediately go on vacation. Not to mention the fact that Marjorie Taylor Greene is not a medical professional. What is she going to do? Was Greene supposed to run up there and be like, hold up, I can do the stitches. I got this. Don't y'all worry about it. What was she going to do? Okay, there was nothing she could do. And Congress was still in session after that. By the way, they held hearings with the Secret Service. So you're lying about when she went on vacation, and you're making an apples to oranges comparison of he was shot and you went on vacation. She couldn't do anything anyway. Not that I'm trying to stick up for Marjorie Taylor Greene. They're both insane. And there's nothing more fun than watching two utterly insane MAGA lunatics go at each other's throats, because that is what is happening all over the Republican Party today. And this is just shining a spotlight on all of MAGA world's complete dysfunction. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.